103.7 The Beat, H-Town's Real Hip Hop, home of the Breakfast Club. I have two of my favorite people on TV right now. They happen to be a couple sitting across from me. But Kam and Leroy are here.
What's up? Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Ashley.
You're welcome. I saw y'all move to Houston. I was like, they better come up here.
I sure was.
I've been a fan, but I mean, I know because I follow y'all, but like, what brought y'all to Houston? What was the draw, the allure?
The world famous question. Why did y'all come to Houston? You want to say it, babe?
Yeah, so it was between Fort Lauderdale, because I had lived in Florida before. I told you I used to live in Jacksonville, so I was already familiar with Florida. It was between Fort Lauderdale, Atlanta, or Houston. I had already lived in Dallas before, too. So
yeah, we were long distance. So we were in a long distance relationship. I'm from Jersey. He was from Vegas. Mm-hmm. He was ready to get out of Vegas. And around the time he would have been leaving, this would have been a year dating for us. And I would have been done graduating. So we would have both been finishing up some major goals at the same time. And after our goals were done, we definitely were both open to move out of our cities. Him more than me. He was like, I got to get out of Vegas. Like, I'm just ready to go. I've been there forever. So we narrowed it down to a few cities, and we ended up just meeting right in the middle. We both came to Houston.
We came down here to visit, and we went to Fort Lauderdale first. And it was cool. Then once we came out to Houston, I was like, "This is it, babe. Like, we might as well scratch Atlanta out of there." Because we had been to Atlanta separately.
Yeah, I've been to Atlanta a couple times.
And nothing.
And I'm just like, I wanted to do something new.
Yeah.
And I heard about all of the great things about Houston, the food. I'm like, okay, you done got my heart. Okay, that's all you had to tell me. I saw a couple Instagram pages, saw that good looking food. When we got here, we fell in love with the city. So we was like, let's just do it. Like, there's nothing holding us back. Mm-hmm. So why not? This is the time to, like, we're young. Like, let's travel, you know? Like, let's move to... I'm young. Excuse me, I'm young. That's the first time I ever said that to you. Usually I always try to make fun of you.
I mean, so y'all been in Houston a little bit now, and you had an unfortunate rude awakening.
Oh, yes,
moving here.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
But what has it been like, the people ever since? Like, how's it been treating you?
Just the South in particular, they're nice as hell.
Yeah.
Like, everybody is super nice. It's that, you know, where they said the Southern hospitality, everybody, you know, I guess a lot of people, when you think of Texas, you think of probably white folks riding around on horses. And
which we do still have that.
I mean, no, I know, but you just think it's just like
Houston's pretty diverse though, so I think that's what we're trying to say. Like, we kind of just been in this little Houston bubble, and one of the things that did draw us to this location was the diversity, because that's very important for me. Yeah. I grew up on the East Coast, so I didn't grow up with everybody. It was a mixture of everybody. I don't. With moving, I didn't really want to move anywhere that was predominantly one thing. Mm-hmm. So that was a huge selling point for us.
Now, has both of y'all's family been down here yet, or no?
No, not yet.
I mean, especially everything going on with COVID.
Yeah.
You know, my family didn't even want me to come home for Christmas. They was like, "You travel way too much. Stay away." I was like, "Damn, Daddy." Mama, I love you.
I mean, and we only been down here it's about to be our 2-month anniversary. So.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
It is. So, like, we are still trying to get our place furnished because, as he said, with COVID going on, like, even getting furniture in, sometimes that process is taking forever.
Which I have no
so we're not in no rush.
Yeah.
No control over furniture. I just
fine.
say yes.
Yeah.
She don't like anything that I like. Like, babe, what about this? Like, I don't like that. You know what? I'm gonna just go to the shop and cut hair all day. I'm a slave to you, I guess. Just go make money and come home and give you my check.
What did you choose? The footboard bed?
Yes.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it was cool. That was nice. Yeah, I didn't have no choice though. It's like, do you like it? If I'd have been like, no, she's like, well, we're getting it anyway.
Well, where you gonna sleep?
Right.
Where you gonna sleep? It was, babe. It was nice.
Yeah, but overall, I love the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people I've met, it's been dope. And, you know, with us living together, I wasn't even scared of that because we pretty much was together throughout the whole quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when COVID happened, I was in Vegas. This is actually. Remember, it was the first time we were going to take a trip to Houston. So that week, COVID happened, and then we was like, I might as well just stay here. Yeah. So we we moved in a little bit early.
If you could
before the
survive
official
quarantine,
move-in.
because there's people that's been together for years that couldn't survive quarantine. You know,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
usually out and about, so I mean, we got into our little arguments or whatever, but for the most part, it worked. It was kind of like a prequel to what was about to happen.
Like, why you hanging your wig up on my door? I'm like, cause it got an air dry.
Yeah.
Don't put your wig on my door. I don't want like that. the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, is this
Just get
gonna be
mad
like
for no reason 'cause we stuck in the house. Why you breathing?
why you change the channel? Why waffles and not pancakes? You know, like stuff like that.
But wouldn't y'all be like a little used to that with how the challenge is set up, like just living in close quarters so much?
Yeah, for sure, but it's different because
the challenges work.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
nonstop working, like a 9 to 5, a 5 to 9, and
For real, 24 hours waking up. Working.
Yes, it's really work. And I just always stay in my little bubble in there. You could find Kam in a kitchen or right in her bottom bunk.
With RBF.
I was gonna say, listen. We'll get into
It
that.
worked, though,
I know,
don't
we'll
it?
get into
It
that.
works for me, don't it?
I be noticing that at least this season, I paid a little more attention. That like neither of y'all really be in like all the BS unless it came to you. So like obviously with you and Jay, it was like, guess what? Like, guess who's coming for you? Speaking of y'all, your fans would hate me if I didn't ask, but congratulations winning last night.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Sure.
Against Jay. They said that whole thing took place in less than a minute. Was that true? Like
Probably less than that. Probably like 20 seconds. to be honest.
Really?
It was
I had
definitely
no
less than a
idea.
minute. It was the fastest elimination in challenge history. It was so fast. I lost my voice.
Yeah.
I can hear it. She's like, I love it.
Sounds like her too.
No, I would have said the same shit. Like I would have been the same way. But I saw that y'all go live with Jay last night.
Yeah.
So obviously there's no hard feelings with him. Teresa, same way, or
No, I mean I haven't. There's no hard feelings with nobody on there.
Yeah.
Actually, what happened with Jay too is when he had voted her in, I was happy. Like after it happened, I'm like, all right, you know, you went in there. I'm telling her like, you should be happy. You got your gold score. She was like, hell no, blah blah blah. So I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna have to. Nah, it's my girl, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started going at it with Jay or whatever, and I started talking crazy to him. So I immediately had to apologize to him. But I mean, I definitely meant what I said. Like you gotta go home now because for me, I don't ever get into it with nobody. It's very rare you see me arguing or raising my voice at somebody.
Yep.
And a lot of times it's just like same way I would be on the street. I'm gonna mind my business. If nothing is concerning me, I don't need to go be sticking my neck in and seeing what's going on. And I kind of want to get further away from it because you see how Josh threw some water on somebody last night. Imagine if I'd have been sticking my neck in there, I got hit with water in the face, or she got hit in the face with water, she'd be pissed. So the confrontation, we're not there for confrontation. I know we're there to make a TV
Drama
show.
is inevitable though. It's reality TV.
show,
So there's
yeah.
gonna be drama. Like everybody's making a show, but I kind of like to just sit back and observe. And I kind of know all the tea that's happening. And it's like, oh, y'all don't like each
That
other.
comes
Okay,
from
so
not
that's
drinking.
another vote.
Yeah.
That's not gonna come my way. You have to be very strategic. You have to understand everybody's social game. And politically, you have to use that to your advantage. And yes, we did stay sober for this season. So, you know, when you drink, just that
And celibate.
intoxication, it can't.
Sober
Yeah,
and
we want to be
celibate. I was
focused.
shaking every day.
No, you wasn't.
I can tell. Like you
Was
can tell,
that?
like Fessy. Like I was like, he's drunk. Like he has to
Yeah.
be. Like
Oh, you should
there's
heard
no
when
way.
he get drunk, he
Like-
like, yeah, bro, I'm coming for you, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Especially because that I guess the scene right before he was telling Corey like I'm not comfortable in confrontation, and then
What is the word that
He said
said?
he's non. No,
He-
was
He
it?
didn't say insecure. What did he say? He's
I thought
it was. I thought he said like not confident or
Yeah.
something. Like,
Yeah,
So
it was.
it's not confident?
That's not the exact word.
I gotta go
but-
watch it again.
what is not confident? Does that mean insecure? Because we was trying to figure out what he said yesterday.
No, he didn't say the word insecure. It was like
Just that he wasn't comfortable with like arguments or something.
social,
like that. Yeah, like
socially and talking to people. I could
socially
I could see
awkward.
that though. I completely agree
Yeah.
because Fessy is one of those people where like he does state to himself he's very quiet. Just like I kind of compare myself to Fessy a little bit because people look at him and they think like, oh, he's standoffish. He has the RBF, you know, like he's unapproachable.
Yeah.
But the moment you talk to him, it's just like, what? Like you cool. You know, you cool a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
understand you. You a softie. You get what I'm saying? So I think that is the thing with Fessy, and just from having a conversation with him anybody would be able to tell that. Like he's not the most like outgoing and confident person and the center of attention in every room that he goes in. Like he's more so like, all right,
sounds like me.
let me lay back. That sounds the exact opposite of you. So he's always like, let me lay back. Let me, stay to my own. I'm only talking to the people in my very tight circle. So like, I understand it. But in the game, the whole point of it is we all have a different personality. Yeah. So Fessy is just that person. Fessy is just Fessy.
I feel like how you said, like you say both y'all say out the drama. I feel like also I don't think nobody wants to try you, like because even in when it shows a deliberation before y'all go vote, like you say what you say, but no one's like, I don't see anybody bucking up at you.
Yeah, because especially in a game like this, the worst thing that can happen is what? You go into an elimination.
Yeah.
And within this game, especially when it comes to the girls, I'm the one person that every girl does not want to go into an elimination with because worst come to worst, that's what's going to happen. I also have a lot of friends in the game. So as we see what Jay and Teresa did to me, now it had a trickle effect to where now the entire house and our numbers ended up throwing them in. So everybody sees that. Like, okay, they are plugged in with the game. And if we try to throw her in and send her home, she's going to come back mad at us. So that's what happened to Jay and Teresa. They're the only people in the house that gave me a reason to kind of like, be kind of like annoyed at them besides the CT thing. But
I was gonna say, girl, first episode. What you mean?
The first episode. But I mean, like, as far as like throwing me in.
Oh yeah.
They actually threw me in, and just that whole situation was kind of like messy. But yeah, I think I just kind of try to prove myself in the game, and they see that. As much as some of them don't want to admit it, they're like, okay, we'll rather stay on her good side. Because I will say to myself, I will.
I would rather stay on your good side.
Good.
Now, with all this drama, Leroy, you sure you don't miss it? You sure you don't want to come back after this season? Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons why I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, trust me, I've been doing it for 10 years, 12 seasons. The show is very toxic.
Since I was in diapers.
Yeah,
it's like,
I got 10 years on her. Try to play me again. I'm going to have to roast your ass. You know what I'm capable of.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm capable of.
I don't want us to go in on each other. Let's keep the peace. Please.
No, I really don't have a taste for it anymore. Somebody said this the other day. I was talking to one of the, I'll call it challenge friends. I don't like saying fans. But he came in and he was like, you're just in a different season in your life. And I am. Like, I don't have the appetite to do it anymore. Going into it, I feel blessed that I'm able to like say that this is my last season and go play an amazing season and then walk away from it. Some people are begging to come back, wish they could. My body is intact, my mental is intact, and then meeting Kam was just like a huge blessing. We've been through so much from when we first met each other on Vendettas to where we are now. I never seen this happening, but once I feel like I matured a lot more since our first encounter and since I first did the show, and I have more of a vision of what I want to do with my life. So obviously it's different from the fans looking at it because like, man, we want you to come back because you guys enjoy watching it. But a lot of times when we're there, we hate being there. It's a very tough process mentally. And as I keep saying, in order for me to start a new chapter, I have to close one. And that means with anything. That means with where I live, which is, Vegas has a huge place in my heart. That was the biggest thing out of anything is leaving out of Vegas, not even leaving the show. And then, what I want to do in my career. I'm very serious with barbering. And every time I leave, I lose customers because I'm gone for so long. I don't take it as serious because I know that I'm about to go get paid to do the challenge. So it's like, Lee, bet on yourself and completely dive in head first into what you want to do with the barber. Because I was always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I was cutting, but I was kind of bullshitting. So now it's opened my eyes up to other stuff that I want to do. So I will never be coming back to.
So you're not gonna be the lifetime cast member like Bananas?
No, hell no. Because I'll miss it. There'll be times where I'm like, man, I'll have an itch to do it, but then I'll think back to where like my life is good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the amount of money that we were able to win on there, I'm about to make that times 10 with no problem. But and so like with her, being my partner in this, she really motivates me. Even now with me having the studio, I was so scared to do it. I was like, no, I'm gonna just keep working at this one shop. And she's like, nah, Lee, like you got the juice. Like go ahead and open up your own studio. I promise you're gonna be booked. and I'm booked.
Clearly.
Yes.
Booked
You
up.
have been.
Booked
Yeah,
up. So
your service is amazing.
Like MTV doing the show has been a blessing. You know, nothing to knock them. But it's not to say that I won't ever do TV again. I just don't want to be competing on no more game shows.
Yeah, that show, I don't think people really get to see everything that happens. Like when we come home, we be coming home with PTSD. It's like your mom call, you be like, hold up, is she trying to vote me in? She trying to set me up? Seriously, like it definitely takes a toll on you because you always have to be on edge.
Yeah.
It gets very intense. So people don't see that part of it at all.
Crazy. Now that I could look back, even though that far ago, it's like I don't even know how I did it for this long. But I was just kind of lost in the sauce with it, you know. Like you really banking on. We get paid really good money to do the show, so you're always like thinking about that next paycheck that you're gonna get. So it's very scary to turn money down because how many people in America are gonna get paid to do a show and an opportunity to win $1 million? There's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
So with that, me walking away from it saying no took a lot out of me, you know. But every time I've said no to MTV or doing a show, I've leveled up. And so far, I mean, I've been leveling up like crazy. And then with having her, I mean, this is the win, for real. No matter what happens, I wish that you're not like, she is definitely the win because I've done a lot of foul stuff when it comes to females when I was younger. And now I get a chance to do it right and, you know, right my wrongs.
Oh, look at you, babe. Thank you.
we gotta make that a little gif.
Okay.
But Kam, like knowing that and how he's been doing it for 10 years, and I know you're more so in the beginning of your challenge career, is there a lot left on the lane for you? Or are you kind of getting swaying? Because I know you have your own businesses as well.
Yeah. The challenge, it does take up a lot of time. So I feel like the point where I'm at right now, I'm focusing on my real life goals. And sometimes the challenge does take away from that because sometimes like I won't be home for half of the year. You know, since I started TV, it's like my family, they barely get to see me. I don't have a lot of time. You know, when we come back, we have to readjust. And my heart and my passion is in Kam Collection. That's my online beauty business. You know, we have wigs, we sell bundles, beauty products. I'm actually in the process of revamping and relaunching it right now. But just with the schedule, it's very demanding. So I can definitely see me someday going back, but I have to focus on my goals here because even with Leroy, like he's schooled me. He's like, hey, you don't want to take certain mistakes that I've made. Learn from mine. Just work on what you're doing here at home first because you don't want to wake up 10 years later and it's just like, hey, what if I possibly don't get a call back someday? Or, you know, like it can't be your end all be all.
Yeah.
So,
I know y'all have. Oh, thank y'all, by the way, for doing that Clubhouse thing last week.
Yes,
once again,
that was so fun.
It was. I didn't know about your queen.
My queendom. Shout out to you. I love you guys so much. I literally love my queendom. He be laughing at me. He's like, what? You really be interacting with your fans? Absolutely. Like we have like a little group chat on Twitter where I'll pop in sometimes. I love them so much. They really go so hard for me. Like nothing that I've never seen before. So yeah, I love them. I love all my supporters.
That's actually dope, babe. Because like a lot of the fans that will come into the shop, friends of the show, hey saying fans, whatever.
Supporters.
Supporters that come. Yeah, I like that. Supporters. They have like a Facebook group, and they was like, you really need to come on this Facebook group. We're always like cheering for you. And I'm like, all right, cool. So for me, it makes my day that it makes somebody else happy that I spoke to them or I took a picture of them because I'm like, I'm just Lee.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we love you. Cool. I'm in the Facebook like this.
Yeah, we real humble with it.
Yeah.
But like on the show, I don't really know nobody that like clearly it's longtime faces, it's legends, it's vets, and I'm not there yet, quite on their level yet. But my little queendom, my little base of people, they go hard for me, and I don't really see nobody else with that, like to the capacity that mine does.
I got blocked off of 6 pages.
He said, he was like, I'm on my 6th Twitter page from defending you so much. I just had to drag so and so because they said something about you. I'm like, oh my god. They don't play.
Yeah, we don't play that responding to like negativity on
no,
social
we don't.
media. Because I'm like, even when it comes to cash numbers, like, man, I'm not even about to give you my time of day.
Shoot, but if
I really be like, I'll whip your ass. That's what I really want to say.
Look, but in real life,
If I
listen,
don't, the queen gonna get you, and I can't control them. I can't.
I'm the
They don't
same
listen.
way. I'm like, this little radio shit in real life, though, I whoop
Yeah.
your ass. Like, so I don't know what we're talking about right now. But I think, because I was telling Kam when we first talked that I told you about Clubhouse. I was like, girl, there's this group, and it's like all the Black challenge members I've never met, but we're all like live in different cities. And I don't know if I'm sure y'all know now, but y'all like, because MTV for a long time hasn't had a lot of representation, like y'all like represent Black people, so they root for y'all like so much because they're like, it's Black love.
That's really important to us because it's no big secret that normally in our entertainment reality TV industry, we know how like Black people can get portrayed like always arguing or like being ratchet, blah blah blah. Not that I don't have that side to me, you know, because there's nothing wrong with that. But when we're on a platform such as that one, like I want to show that no, we smart too. I can run this game, even though some people don't like it. Some people have a problem with, you know, somebody like me being a woman coming in to that game and just really dominating. They're not used to that at all. So I just make it a point to really do that for the Black women, for all women. I'm a girl's girl, so for everything I'm like, girls can do it better. That's just how I am, and I just try to represent for us, you know.
I told Kam, I was like, whatever season it was that she had the fur, I was like, bitch, bring it back. With the bob, bring it back.
Every time.
That's what I was like,
where is your fur? I thought you was going to bring it today.
Damn, she ain't playing. Okay.
Yep.
I feel you. Well, first of all, thank y'all for coming up here, especially so damn early in the morning.
Yeah.
we get up early, though.
I appreciate y'all. Oh, do you? Y'all up with the, like, 5 a.m.?
Wow, the alarm clock can go off at 5 a.m.
But you ain't getting out of bed till 6:45.
I'm out of bed by
6
7.
o'clock. But obviously, one thing that I love about y'all is you're not only your characters on TV, you do have businesses. And I know we talked about, you know, Kam's Collection and your barber studio, but while you're in Houston, you know, how can we support y'all? I know you got the Patreon, you got the YouTube.
Yes.
But what can Houston do, or just anybody do to support y'all?
You know what? Before we go to saying what we could do to support, since we live here in this Sarnia community, we want to know. We're trying to figure out
what we can do to support.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that.
I heard you say that y'all had bought clothes at Burlington.
Yeah, so like we always I think we talk about it on our Patreon a lot, but maybe we'll start expanding to, you know, other platforms and just talking about the ways that we give back. Because we went to like Burlington Coat, and you know, we just bought a bunch of blankets. So because sometimes it gets cold out here, so like we'll just hand the blankets out to the homeless people. If they look cold, we ask them what colors they want. You know, like what do you want? Because just to let them know that they also have a choice too. Like as small as it may be. We try to give back for sure.
Oh, y'all ain't been here for a hurricane yet. Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah.
I say that just because, fortunately here, the water doesn't rise a lot. So I know y'all live around here. Like, it'll be cool. But when hurricanes come, just depending on, like, the magnitude of it, you know, me and Trey the Truth and, like, some of our people from our station will go to Beaumont or Port Arthur or wherever, and they will literally be buying like jet skis and like little boats and saving people from their house before FEMA or the police even get there.
Really?
What?
Yeah. So like I don't say this to like worry y'all, but just, you know, you can look it up. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just
Got
like
it.
it floods a lot. So that's the way they do. But obviously the Black community in Houston, we kind of like Black and brown. We just kind of look after each other because we know we're going to do that before the government's going to do it. So,
good. Well, we're
you know.
definitely happy to be a part of that, and we want to, you know, become more involved in it. And as far as the back to your original question with how can everybody support us, normally anything we do, like we keep it on social media, so just by subscribing to our Patreon. So you can go to Patreon, Kam and Lee, that's Kam with the K, and subscribe to us and our content there. As I said, I'm relaunching my Kam Collection beauty brand right now. So if you go follow Kam Collection on Instagram, because, you know, all of us girls, we you know, we want to look good. Beauty is important. He always tells me, like, every time you get your hair done, you act different. Yes, because that's the power of Kam Collection. New hair, new me. And it really does that. It got that power.
But you should know that as a barber. You know, men.
I do.
New
Her
cut.
attitude go way through the roof. I'm like, I ain't doing that damn thing. Bro.
No, I don't.
All I said was good morning, babe. Make your own breakfast. I already do.
Yeah, right.
Well, damn.
Right?
Yes.
And then Lee, we know, obviously you have the barber studio and you booked and busy.
Yeah.
But for people who are watching who are in Houston that want to come by, where can they book with you?
My barbershop is located 2101 Smith Street in Midtown. You can book me through Booksy. That's booksy.info/Roylee the Barber. And just make your appointment there. Obviously, I got my face mask because this is my last season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, support me
Yes,
with the Gold Skull. And just with my haircuts.
Limited edition.
With the haircuts, come on through, man. You know, I give out really good work. It's a private studio, so it's a one-on-one setting. I'm very clean. I take...
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I take everything with pride. Like, I have pride with my hair because that's what I care about more than anything. The fans, they care about the experience. I'm like, nah, I want this haircut to be clean.
Yeah.
So I really do care about it. I'm striving to get better at it every day, so come check me out.
And he burns the Palo Santo, too.
Yeah, we doing that.
Yes, we do. I packed the Palo Santo in his lunch one day, you know, like in his little lunch box. Like, cleanse up in there, babe.
Yeah.
Make sure that energy's straight.
Yes, chakras aligned out here.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming. I know we got, appointments. People got to be on air, got to go to doctor's appointments.
Yep.
But I appreciate y'all. I love watching y'all. Obviously, a lot of Challenge fans show support to y'all. And I'm trying to get them to do a podcast. So, we talking about wealth and growing avenues of
Podcast good idea,
different money out here.
I mean, he's been saying it. If Ashley said we could, we could use her studio, it might be a little possibility.
Yeah, we're gonna figure something out. We're definitely gonna figure something out. But we want to get into this real estate investment.
We do, because we want to create that generational wealth.
Yes, financial literacy of Black people.
We do.
In our
we do.
generation,
It's so important. I just feel like these past few years for our community, I've just been seeing Black businesses thriving, and I love it. Like, we deserve, that independence and, just like that.
I deserve.
Yeah, we do. We deserve all of that. I love seeing Black people succeed. I love seeing us, have our own businesses and thrive. And, we have to learn, and it's bigger than us. We're trying to change just like our families' lives or anybody's lives by leading the way and being the change that we want to see. So we are on it.
Well, those are the conversations we're having.
Yep.
Right now, literally, as we speak about property and things like that. But until then, make sure you subscribe to Kam and Lee on Patreon.
Yes.
And then Kam I Am on YouTube, right?
Yes. New vlogs every week and new episodes every week. And, once the show wraps in a few months, maybe we'll have the podcast, babe. Right?
What's the dude say when he come out the back of the what is that? Where the money resides?
Oh, yeah. And then obviously every Wednesday you can watch them both on MTV on the Challenge at 7 Central. And until then, y'all, be safe. See y'all in 93.7 The Beat.
Peace.
Cooking so. Hey, how you doing, bitch? I love you, sweetie. We can rule the world. I swear to God, you ain't my